The People's Democratic Party (PDP) for Edo State don call on the federal government and the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister for Justice Lateef Fagbemi say make e stop all the allocations wey dey go to Edo State government through the Joint Account Allocation Committee (JAAC) as e dey stipulated for the Supreme Court ruling. The party make the call through Dr. Tony Azegbeme, the chairman of the Critical Committee for the party, during one talk session with Tori people for the party secretariat on Monday 17 March 2025. Oga Azegbeme come tok say make dem notice wetin dem call the ongoing constitutional crisis and extermination of constitutional democracy for the state by the Senator Modi Okpebholo's-led Edo State government wey don spoil local government administration and put the state for the edge of never-before-seen crisis, chaos and anarchy. E come tok say Governor Okpebholo order the Edo State House of Assembly to suspend the elected chemos dem without minding the law and say the assembly follow am to the letter under the first claim say na gross misconduct and insubordination without giving the chemos dem fair hearing. Oga Azegbeme come yarn say the House of Assembly not only suspend the council chemos dem for 2 months illegally, dem also suspend the deputies wey come raise the big question say wetin the deputies do wey make dem deserve the suspension. Say Okpebholo and the House of Assembly do all this despite the court ruling wey clearly say the Edo State government, House of Assembly or any of dem agents no get right to suspend or dissolve elected local government officials. E come also add say the state chief judge Justice Daniel Okungbowa don already rule before say the state government and the state House of Assembly or other agents no fit suspend or dissolve elected local government council officials and also give injunction wey say the suspension no dey valid and make the state government no interfere with local government work.
You all know that the local government is the third tier of government. You have the federal, the state, and the local government. The local government administration is guaranteed by Section 7(1) of the 1999 Constitution as amended. In fact, the word democratically elected council, local government councils, is guaranteed, is hereby guaranteed by the Constitution. Needless to say, what it means, if you don't have democratically elected council chairmen and vice chairmen and councillors at the local government level, what it means is that you are breaching the Constitution. Is that not so? That is exactly the situation we are having in Edo State. Flowing from that, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, through the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi SAN, went to the Supreme Court on the 20th of May, 2024, and asked the Supreme Court to interpret relevant sections of the Constitution determining whether a state that does not have democratically elected council chairmen and vice chairmen are liable to be treated as having committed treason. The Supreme Court, in its wisdom, in its judgment on the 11th of July, agreed with all the plaintiffs' requests, that is the Attorney General on behalf of the federal government, because it took all the 36 states of the Federation and the FCT to the Supreme Court. On the 11th of July, 2024, the Supreme Court ruled that any state that does not have democratically elected council chairman and vice is breaching the Constitution. Again, as I said, 11th of July, 2024. As if these two issues, the Section 7 of the Constitution that guarantees democratically elected council chairmen, the Supreme Court judgment of the 11th of July, 2024, on the 11th of November, 2024, the democratically elected council chairman and vice chairman went to court in Benin. The Chief Judge of Edo State, Justice Daniel Okungbowa, on the 11th of November, granted 3 reliefs out of the 8 that the council chairman asked for. And one of the reliefs was the government of the state, his servants, his privies, do not have a right to dissolve or suspend democratically elected council chairman. The Chief Judge went further in the second relief he granted that the tenure of this council chairman is for 3 years, and having been sworn in on the 4th of September 2024, their tenure will expire 3 years after that. He was specific. You will expect that any sane person will look at that trend, the constitution that guarantees democratically elected council chairman, Section 7(1), as I told you, the Supreme Court ruling on the 11th of July, the judgment of the Chief Judge of Edo State on the 11th of November 2024. You will expect that everybody will abide by these trends, but not with our next select governor. On the 17th of December, the INEC select governor of Edo State, in spite of all these constitutional issues, wrote a letter to the House of Assembly asking them to dissolve the democratically elected councils across the state. One other relief that the Chief Judge gave in that judgment of the 11th of November was that the Section 10(1) of the 2000 Edo State Local Government Law, as amended in 2002, is null and void because it is in breach of Section 7 of the 1999 Constitution. You would think that is common sense, that people should just follow the law, follow what the courts say, but not so with our INEC select governor. He triggered this crisis that we have in Edo State at the local government level. The House of Assembly, in their own wisdom, instead of dissolving, they decided to suspend the council chairman. What did the council chairman do? They went back to court. They went back to court to ask the court to lift the suspension that was illegally placed on them by the House of Assembly. On the 20th of December, 2024, Judge F.A. Kpawamba of the High Court in Benin ordered a mandatory injunction compelling the defendants, in this case the council chairman and their vice, to be called back to work, and the suspension lifted. And said, status quo, ante bellum, as at the 12th of December 2024, should be maintained pending the determination of the suit before him. You would expect that you made a mistake by writing that letter. A judge has given a judgment. What should you do? You should obey what the court has said. Instead of obeying the court judgment, lifting the suspension of the council chairman, the governor went on a trajectory unknown in law. He went on an impeachment spree.
Oga Azigbeme still tok say the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi warn say the illegal removal of local government chemos dem by governors na treason. But Okpebholo still not care, use thugs and other bad people to move from council to council with koboko and dangerous weapons to force the illegal suspension of the local government chemos dem. E con yarn say after Okpebholo fail to suspend the chemos dem, e con begin do all kinds of illegal things to impeach the chemos, even bring in non-elected local government legislators to sit down and do kangaroo impeachment. E con still tok say,
we do not have any issues if the provisions of the law are followed in removing the democratically elected council chairman. Just to inform you, provisions are made in the Edo State local government law 2000 as amended in 2002 that stipulates how an elected council chairman should be impeached. It's a process. It's section 19 of that law. You have to have a petition from 2/3 of the councillors in the local government. The leader of the house will read it out. If the 2/3 vote that they should look into the allegations against the council chairman, they will set up a panel after 7 days. The panel will sit after 4 weeks, bring back a report. That report will be considered in the house of the councillors. If the panel's report says the council chairman has been found guilty, that report is passed by, again, 2/3 of the councillors in that house, in that local government. And that report has to come to the Edo State House of Assembly. The Edo State House of Assembly has to approve of that report before a council chairman can be said to have been legally impeached. It will take a minimum of 3 to 4 months to get that process done. Out of the 192 councillors we have in Edo State, at least 160 councillors have told us that they did not impeach their chairman. So who impeached the chairman? Thugs, loyal to Senator Okpebholo. I said that was not enough. What did the vice chairman do? What offense did the vice chairman commit? Yes, it's a joint ticket, but they don't go together when it comes to the issue of impeachment. You must separate them. Here again, the chairman, the vice chairman are being lumped together and taken out of office, thereby rendering the local government administration to be in breach of the 1999 Constitution as amended, and in line with Section 7(1) of the Constitution and all these other judgments I just told you about. In Oredo local government, for instance, they said they have impeached the chairman. 12 of the councillors in Oredo have told us publicly that, and they have even gone ahead to swear to affidavit that they did not impeach their council chairman. In Orion local government, the same thing. Out of the 12, 9 are telling us that they did not impeach their chairman. 10. In Eastern Southeast local government area, out of the 10 councillors, only 1 is with them. The other 9 are saying they did not impeach the council chairman. Eastern West, out of the 10 councillors, only 1. And that is the one that made the acting chairman, which is unconstitutional. And we are alerting them that they are occupying a seat illegally, and that must have some consequences. In one of the items in the Supreme Court's judgment, that monies must be paid to the local governments that have democratically elected council chairmen, and that those bank accounts that have the signatories of those democratically elected council chairmen are those accounts that monies from the federation account should be paid into. We are using this opportunity to sound a very strong warning to Keystone Bank. I hereby called out to be very careful with what they are doing with opening illegal accounts without democratically elected council chairmen being signatory to those accounts. They will be held accountable when we look at all what they have done going forward. These two banks are at the forefront of conniving with the state government in opening illegal accounts without the democratically elected council chairmen as signatories to those accounts. They will be liable. They will be held responsible for whatever goes wrong at that level. Because as we speak, for the past 3 months, about 30 billion has accrued to the local government in Edo State, and Senator Monday Okpebholo, the INEC select governor, is sitting on it and dishing it out to his party leaders and party faithful because he has no avenue to spend that money apart from sharing it with his party leaders. And to make things worse, because of the absence of these chairmen, council chairmen in their different local governments, the insecurity can be traced to that. The high level of insecurity in the state can be traced to that. Because nobody is mobilizing anybody to comb the bushes. Nobody is on the road the vigilantes are off the streets. It's extremely difficult and a very sad situation we have in Edo State. And we are calling on Mr. President, calling on the Attorney General of the Federation to please prevail on their governor to see reason and follow the rule of law and obey court judgments, because it always pays to obey court judgments. You would imagine, why would an APC governor be the one to flout the directive or the desire of an APC president? We are hearing that the INEC select governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has said Anderson Shobole is his leader. That is the one he knows to be his leader, and that is the man he will listen to. And the man has told him that he should go ahead and do what he's doing, thereby flouting the directives and the desires of Mr. President. We condemn all this in its totality, and I hereby calling on the House of Assembly to immediately recall this purportedly suspended council chairman so that governance at the grassroots level can resume peacefully. Currently, nothing is happening in the councils, and any of the council chairmen who attempts to go to work is harassed by talks and their hearings hired by Senator Monday Okpebholo. As we speak, no budget has been passed in any of the local governments in Edo State. Today is March 17th. No budget for the year 2025 has been passed. What does that mean? That means any money spent as we speak is being spent illegally. While we commend the Attorney General of the Federation for standing on the path of the law, we also urge him to move beyond mere pronouncements and institute contempt proceedings against the Attorney General of Edo State for disregarding the Supreme Court ruling. The Edo case is a precedent that will derail the efforts and fights of the President in ensuring autonomy for the local councils. In the absence of democratically elected council chairmen at the various councils in Edo State, we are calling on the Accountant General to halt all allocations to the state government through the Joint Account Allocation Committee as stipulated in the Supreme Court ruling.
Make una not forget, say, as we see 'em, na so we dey talk 'em. we no dey take blame. From Benin City, Ekata Ojesele reporting for TMC TV.